So I was watching Rebel Moon Part 2 and I actually enjoyed it. I really felt like I was part of the action. I was entertained most of the time, and it was a very immersive movie. I appreciated that Zack Snyder had some spectacle in there. Then I looked online and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to see some positive reviews." Little did I know that people hated it. Actually, no, that's a lie. I knew people hated it because of how much they hated Rebel Moon Part 1. Look at these reviews. I'm gonna just post them like right here. Look at all the negative reviews. One guy said, "It is hard to explain how much I do not give a flying fruitcake rolled up in a donut about any of these characters." It made me sad. But then it got me thinking, why did people not enjoy this as much as I did? Huh? Was my opinion just wrong? Am I easy to please? So I did what I do best and assumed. Assumed that people didn't like this because they just didn't do what I do when I try and get through a Zack Snyder film. So that's why I'm making this video. Hey guys, welcome to It's Not That Bad with me, Jared, where we take objectively trashy films and see what's actually good about these guys. Today, though, we are taking a slightly different approach. How do you actually enjoy a Zack Snyder film? So I'm giving you guys a couple tips that help me get through these Snyder films. There's 3 key components. The first thing I'm going over, number 1, snacks. Make sure that you got snacks on site. This will make the film a lot more bearable because there are some slow scenes in Zack Snyder films. You got to try and make it through that with some snackage. For me, it was Joyride. I absolutely love Joyride. There's so many snacks that you can choose from, but I specifically chose Joyride because Ryan Trahan's candy is amazingly delicious. This is no product placement or ad. I just actually like Joyride, and I stand by it. Shout out to Ryan Trahan for the best sour strip I've ever had. But for other snacks, let's go take a look in my fridge to see what other things we can actually do. The French cheese, strawberries, pomegranate seeds. Tip number 2, really focus on the character that you resonated with. For me, in Rebel Moon, it was Noble. He was just so revenge driven, and I liked that as a character. Maybe it's because I'm petty myself. For Man of Steel, it was Henry Cavill, because you can't deny those abs. For Justice League Snyder Cut, it was Henry Cavill again, because you can't deny those abs twice. My last tip, if you can, watch all of his movies in sections. And here's the thing, for Rebel Moon, I split mine up into 3 different sections. And it was a lot more enjoyable in that way. And it's not because like I'm a Gen Zer that has like the attention span of a goldfish. It's because your boy has a job and a family, whom I love. But I was actually able to appreciate and pay attention to a lot of different details, like how visually appealing this movie is. It's generally like a wonderful, stunning film with this bluish hue color grade. And one extra tip, just to throw it in there, come in with really low expectations for any film Zack Snyder does, and you'll be satisfied almost every time. I had no expectations going into Rebel Moon, and I enjoyed it. I also remember watching Batman v Superman, and there was a lot of hype behind it, right? So I remember being so hyped for it. I was like, I'm really excited to watch Batman v Superman. And then I got bored in the middle of the movie as a teenager. I dozed off. But that's because I didn't follow the tips from this future me. I watched it in a theater, like with no snacks. And didn't find the character I really resonated with. I was no snacks. I like raw dog this film. I guess another tip is to just always follow your future self, and you'll never regret it. And also never listen to a review on Rotten Tomatoes, a negative review on Rotten Tomatoes, because some of the time they're wrong.